Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. Hope everyone is doing alright today. I'm kind of excited that we get to color our villain already today. Because that means we are getting faster at stuff. It's just kind of exciting. I'm also definitely going to darken the background later to make the colors pop a little bit more. But on a neutral gray background, it's just easier to see what we're doing here with the sketch. I also got my feedback yesterday after handing it in to my TA, and the feedback was actually not that bad. It's not like that I have a shitload to correct and stuff. It was very minor changes. And I was able to apply almost all of it. The only thing that I haven't applied yet is my TA wasn't sure if the little flask he's holding is very important or not for the design. And if I should make it more interesting. I mean, it is kind of important for the design, or it's at least adding to the design. But it's not like the main feature of the character, right? So, I don't know. I want to keep the flask, like, tinier. Because it's more of like a little medicine or drug he's taking. So it's not like a huge bottle, but maybe I'm going to change it to some sort of refill bottle, if that makes sense, instead of like having just a tiny flask. Because he has also tiny flasks on his chest. Almost like bullets he stores there. At least that's the idea. Those flasks are supposed to be like smaller, so you can just pop one very quickly instead of drinking it like, I don't know, wine straight out of a bottle. So we'll see. I'm still waiting for the answer because, like always, it's a time zone issue. They are working while I'm sleeping. They also gave me the feedback while I was already in bed, so I couldn't ask them straight away what they meant. But I did write them right after waking up, but I feared it was already like past their work time. So right now I probably have to wait for them to wake up again. But I'll see. We'll see. Anyways, something funny was also happening today. I was posting my sketch here on the Discord and people were saying that my sketch looks like line art, which isn't intentional at all. I just guess my sketch looks very clean, but I also have to admit it's because of the way my teacher is currently telling me to do my sketches, like with multiple passes, right? I mean, I can technically show you in just a moment. Because my sketches look like this, right? This is my final sketch currently on a lower opacity. Then I have like, oh gosh. Okay, this sketch is on its own layer. Then I have this sketch, which is very, very rough, right? So this is the refined version where I just really put down the marks and decide what I want with the character. I mean, this is an alt pose I had, but I didn't like the pose, so I changed it a bit and, you know, I overworked him quite a lot. And this was the original, like, idea of the pose. Which, I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan, so I did multiple passes, and this is where I landed on, right? It's the final sketch, so to say. And it's always like a step-by-step process. I need a color scheme. I haven't pulled up my color scheme yet. Where is it? I guess I had one that I really liked for like clothing. Let's see, where was it? Oh no, I didn't save it. Dang it. I like this one.
Bach Addict just collected first.
Hello, Bach! Thank you for stopping by and collecting the first redeem. I've seen you were also stopping by at the others' streams, because today I had some time while drawing, so I figured why not pull up somebody else's stream as well. Because I really want to make it more of a habit, but I'm just a very forgetful person, I guess. I also want to open up my second character, just for color comparison. I'm just searching right now for like a color scheme I could use for this character. Because I have something in mind, but I don't want it to be too close to my hero character, so yeah. Gonna try head off earlier today, tired. That's totally fine, Bach. Please take care of yourself. Health is always more important. So don't worry. Oh boy. Look at me getting tired. Already? This early in the stream? What? I'm probably going to darkening up the background now, just in case. Oh. Makes sense. LOL. Villainy. Yes, exactly. I was just thinking of maybe keeping the neutral gray background just for a while so I can see the sketch a little bit better. But I also figured, nah, maybe the colors are going to look a little bit off if I don't do it right now, so... There we go. And how was the rest of your stream, Harley? Wasn't expecting you to tune in earlier, LOL. It was quite a treat. You're welcome. Yeah, I'm very bad at keeping up at watching other people's streams, but today I had more time at hand and I was also able to just turn you on in the background, so yeah. Absolute scares, LOL. The ghost skin more drip. Oh no. The game looked a lot of fun from a horror perspective or a viewer's perspective, so... Have you figured out what the game is about, basically? I think I'm gonna lighten up the sketch a little bit. So I can see it on this background. Well, little ghosts are dancing. I had to fight a boxy ghost and I have a gun. None of it makes sense. Okay. That sounds really, really... well... silly? Crazy? I don't know how you want to call it. But now I must sleep.
Harlequin just collected head pet.
Thank you for the head pet. Good night, Harlequin. Have a good one and sweet dreams. I see you around. Bye bye. See ya, bye bye. Also, I just gave him a halo effect around his head for once, because I can pull the viewer's eye up to his face a little bit better this way. And because I want the antlers to be dark, but of course, if I have like a dark background and dark antlers, you won't really be able to see them. Probably need to lighten up the halo effect a bit more, but we'll see in a minute. Anyways, I don't know how long I'm going to stream today, because I have to say that my shoulder is acting up a little bit today. So we'll see. Because if it's going to be a little bit too much, then I probably have to take a break. I mean, we could like play some Stardew Valley, I guess. If I don't feel like drawing anymore. But time will tell. Thank you for the love, Bach. Thank you. I don't know why, but I think coloring is always one of the most relaxing parts of drawing, because I just like picking colors and see what do I want to do with the piece, where do I want which material to go. and so on and so forth. And I don't have to stress out about a lot of things, you know. Like, is the anatomy correct? Is this a straight line? Do I put a fold here? No, it's already predefined, so I can just go in, basically make my drawing a coloring book. Which I love. I do want more of the dark color to show, so maybe I do the pens as well. I can always change it later, so it shouldn't be a problem if I'm not feeling it. But today's goal is definitely to also start shading. Since I'm trying to work on my stream. Love you, streams probably here an hour. Oh, thank you. I'm happy to have you, Bach. No matter for how long. Also, yesterday the weather bullied me, which was not nice. During the stream, most of the time I can't really open up the window because my neighbors are the type of people who constantly do something at their house. I don't know what they're renovating and stuff, but there's always like loud machines and shouting going on. Then they have the kids and stuff, so yeah, opening up the window isn't a good idea. So after the stream was done, it felt pretty hot up here and very, I don't know. I just wanted some fresh air to come in, and I opened up the window just to, I don't know, breathe in some oxygen. And guess what? I opened the window and like 5 minutes later it started raining. And I was sitting here like, are you freaking serious right now? The whole day you weren't shedding a tear and now you're pouring down on me and I can't even open the window. But well, that's how it goes sometimes. Also, one thing I really want to change is usually in the morning I do like my emails and stuff and everything that isn't art related, because that way I have time to wake up, and reading emails and just going through them, deleting a bunch of stuff isn't really that taxing for me. Sometimes I do it like in bed and then I slowly climb out after, I don't know, half an hour maybe. And usually then I just plant my rear on the sofa. But I'm not like a heavy person or anything, or overweight or stuff, but I've noticed that ever since I've like gone full-time artist, that I have like gained a little bit of weight, and I really don't want this to be like a long-term thing. So I'm thinking about stuff that I could do to integrate in my daily work routine that helps me like stay more active. So I got a walking pad quite a while ago, but I didn't really use it that much because as an artist, you can't really draw and walk, right? So I almost forgot about it, and right now, hey Ocean Man! Hi! Welcome to the stream! And right now I want to make it a habit to check my mails, etc. on the walking pad instead of just trying to wake up in the morning in bed while checking the mails, so let's see how this goes. Because it would also help my back and everything that hurts because of me sitting all day. Because usually when I went to my old work and stuff, I, you know, walked a lot, I traveled by foot and stuff, and I went outside a lot more. Because I had a change of scenery, right? But if you're a full-time artist, you're most of the time just home alone. So I'm searching for alternatives. Hello, Cookie! Welcome to the stream! I hope you guys are doing alright today. Thank you again for stopping by. So happy to have you. Doing okay. Oh, that doesn't sound too good. Playing Bleach Brave Souls. Oh, there you go. Yeah, me doing good too. How did you like the stuff I put in the Discord? I think I answered. Yeah, I did answer. I know it's my second account, but I did answer. LML, I don't open Discord. No, that's too far down. So yeah. Anyways, I did see them, I think this morning, right? Yeah, when I woke up. Also, I posted my work on a different Discord and somebody said that my character has like Alistair vibes from Hazbin Hotel, which is like one of the greatest compliments ever. Because I personally am a huge Alistair fan, so... Because of the horns, yeah, exactly. And the smile, apparently. And probably also the walking cane, right? Because Alistair does have a walking cane / microphone, so... But that's just... I don't know, I'm a huge Hazbin Hotel fan. Oh. Dude, let me... What the heck's going on for Photoshop? So yeah, I wanted to say I'm a huge Hazbin Hotel fan, so... Like I said, huge compliment if somebody says that one of my characters looks like Hazbin, so... So far, this guy is kind of like a mixture out of Silco from Arcane and Hazbin, at least from the compliments I've been getting, so... I'm definitely not mad about that! Those are great shows, amazing shows, so... I'm low-key proud. Yeah! My Twitch died for real. Oh no, again? What is Twitch doing with you? It's being mean. I'm going to try the white color for now because the Solarpunk universe has a lot of white in it, so I kind of want him to have some whites as well, but not like be overwhelming. Because it just feels wrong to give him like a super, super dark outfit if everybody else has like light outfits, but we'll see. It does this when I just turned my PC on, it's fine. Okay, so it's normal, I guess. But yeah, sometimes Twitch just does stuff which nobody understands, so I feel you. Anyway. I'm silly. I have to do the jacket as a whole piece and not just bit by bit. Workflow brain fart, I guess. But I caught myself in time. I got a new Ichigo 6-star in my Bleach Brave Souls account. It was a selector. Congrats on the 6-star, Ichigo. I don't know what you mean with selector. Is that like... I don't know. Game specific? Gacha game. Yeah, I know that Brave Souls is a gacha game, but I don't know what he means with like selector. At least the term is unfamiliar to me. Also, one thing that just doesn't get into my head is I am using social media just to, you know, post my stuff and connect with people, right? Like every artist should, and of course I have to use Facebook because Facebook is where I live, still very big and most people use it here. So I cannot sadly not use it. But somehow Facebook is just such a weird platform nowadays because sometimes people just send me a friend request and I'm like, oh yay, people send me a friend request, sure. And then they talk to me like I'm on Tinder or on some like dating app, which is just so weird. Selectors are like you can choose which character you want for free. Oh, I see, I see. But now the question is, are those selectors like as good as normal 6-star? Because usually if you have like, I don't know if 6-star is the max, but in a lot of games if you have like, oh hey, this is a 6-star character, but because it's a selector or free character, it's not as good as the other 6 stars that you can pull randomly from whatever. So I'm kind of curious about that. But yeah, about that Facebook thing, right? I was just logging in this morning and saw two separate friend requests, okay? Just some random guys, I don't know them. And I accepted them, and both of them almost wrote me instantly like, hey, how's it going? What you doing? And I was like, yeah, I'm working, haha, because, you know, it's like early in the morning and most people work. And yeah, then they were like, hey, well, what are you working? And I'm like, yeah, I'm a concept art illustrator. Cool, yeah, I'm this and that. And I'm like, yeah, cool, awesome. And it just didn't ask any questions back because, I don't know, it's just... For me, it's always weird if people start conversations like this because you know what the intention behind it is, right? So, Some of the 6 stars in the selector are pretty top tier. Oh, usually it's just standard banner jars. Oh, cool. One of them is the 5th anniversary Ichigo I got, which I already have. Ah, I see. Yeah, I know. I played some gacha games before they were like big. Like one of them was like, or two of them were rhythm games. One of them was like Love Life, and the other one was like Utano Prince Summer gacha game. And there you had, dude. Why are you always switching to my text thing right now? That's so annoying. And there you had like promo cards, which were like the top tier, ultra rare, whatever, but they were so bad in comparison to the ones you could pull. They were just called ultra rare because they were promo cards you never get, and they didn't have their own tier and stuff. But it was just so annoying. They looked super pretty, but they were just not usable. I'm guilty of that. This one is also pretty damn old, LMAO. It's in its 10th anniversary. Oh, I see. I don't know how old the others are, which I've played. Because like I said, I really need to be... I'm so dumb, that's not even the jacket, that's like... Oops. So what I wanted to say is I really have to be careful when it comes to gacha games because I'm just easy prey for FOMO. Depends on the power creep situation of the game. Power creep? What do you mean with power creep? Look at you guys educating me on gacha lore today. Power creep is like the news char is way more OP compared to the chars released when the game first launched. Oh, power creep is when the newer units of the game are better than the old ones, in which the old characters can't catch up with the meta anymore. Okay, yeah, okay, I know what you mean. Yeah. I mean, I get why games do it, right? Because, you know, they have to make better characters so people buy them or try to pull them and stuff, but yeah.
Ask if it's scotch just collected. Stay hydrated.
Thank you so much for the stay hydrated Scott. Oh gosh. And welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. But yeah, what I was talking about is like this little promo card you got is just like, if you compare them to a jar that was released in the same period, it's like the jar you could pull is like double the strength and both are on the ultra rare tier. Which is just, I don't know, either give them like a promo card tier where you just know they're bad, because even like super rare or rare cards were like sometimes better than this like ultra rare. So it was just there to look pretty and to make people play the game more. And so yeah. Also, how are you today, Scott? I didn't get to talk to you a lot yesterday, which I feel very bad about. I noticed a little bit later that you made a pun with like cell shading and stuff, which totally slipped my mind. I read it, but because I was already like in talking, I figured I answered you in a moment, and then I completely forgot about it. And then I felt bad because you didn't answer, and I was like, oh no, he left because I ignored him. Oh no, I'm a bad human being. I'm loving my new Ichigo team. I'm gonna send it on Discord. You do that, we do have a games channel, so do this. I'm not bad, and you're totally fine. I think I wandered away from my computer and got distracted by something. Good old ADHD. Yeah, you're totally fine. Also, speaking of the topic of ADHD, I'm currently like in a process of like evaluating mental health and stuff. Just for the sake of like learning better tools to I don't know, to figure out how to deal with myself, I guess. And there's actually, they think I might have autism, which is kind of like crazy for me to think that I might have autism, because I've never figured like I would have something like that. Which is kind of crazy to me. So, we'll see, I guess. I keep you guys posted, but... I just figured I'm like the typical depressed artist, you know? Oh, that's a very underdiagnosed thing in women, so entirely possible. Yeah, I've been reading a bunch of stuff because of it, because it just surprised me. And yeah, honestly, it's super interesting because I see a lot of parallels. And I also, but what got me a little curious was also from where I'm supposed to have it, because I never thought about anyone in my family having like autism, and right now I'm sitting here like, um, okay. I'm pretty sure if I have autism, I have it from my father, because he has also this like very cliche like, um, hey, I have a whole room full of trains kind of thing. Like miniature trains. And I'm not talking about like, hey, it's a little desk where he has like one miniature train on there. It's like a multi-storage, huge ass train station system, which is super, super impressive. And he made it all by himself. And yeah, and I'm sitting here like, maybe I do have it, but okay, alright. So let's see. Oh, oh my god, that's chibi style. Ichigo with big hats is kind of funny. Interesting. But yeah, the game also looks a little bit older. I'm personally ADHD with some PTSD mixed in for flavor. It's a lot more common than people think. So yep, that's the autism parent. My father was the same with Star Trek. Yeah, and it's also my dad is like, he hates change and stuff, and it makes a lot of sense, right? But like, if you never consider stuff like that, it's like, I don't know. I'm having this scene in my head from How I Met Your Mother where everybody tells Lily she's chewing way too loudly, and then suddenly some glass shatters. And it was that moment for me as well when the doctor told me that this could be a possibility. Autism is common with people who are hyperfixated with stuff, in which I'm thinking I have it. Yeah, that's also what I heard, and for me, my hyperfixation is in general like video games and stuff, so... And Walt Disney, I would say. But the diagnosis is very, very different from like women to men, because for example, I think one of the biggest differences is like autism in men, they are way more like secluded and antisocial, while autistic women tend to really try and fit into a group, and even can be like, I don't know, very attention seeking, I guess. Which is kind of crazy, because that's one of the things why I always why I never considered autism to be a thing, actually. Which Ichigo design do you like, LL? Two of those are what is and one is canon. My favorite is the middle one, I think. The black-haired Ichigo. If you're getting checked for autism, also get checked for PTSD. It's extremely common for autism to be much more... Yeah. Yes. I think I'm already in the process of PTSD, because I have like a huge problem with perfectionism and anxiety because of that as well, and I'm very like insecure about things. So yeah, my doctor is very great. We only had like one session and I had to take a couple of tests, but we'll see definitely. It's also that he warned me that it's going to be super hard to diagnose because I'm already an adult and I'm a woman, which also doesn't make it as easy because women tend to be like very high masking, especially if they're like with newer people. So yeah. We'll see, we'll see. It's not like that I'm, I don't know, doing bad because currently I'm in a really happy state of mind, which is also why I even wanted to get checked because right now I'm feeling good and I don't have like this mental breakdown thing so I can think clearly while answering like tests and answering the questions, you know. And then I'm just hoping it like gives me some more clearance about some situations where I just feel stuck with myself and don't know what to do. Enjoy your lurk. And not vanish. I have PTSD from the vanish yesterday, dude. Also, I need to drink something. I always forget to drink when I'm talking for long periods of time.
Cookie_mine, you just collected second.
Congrats, Cookie. Bird is still up for grabs. There's also a thing with that autism and ADHD diagnostic criteria are meant to diagnose young and teenage boys, not grown adults or women gender non-conforming folks. So diagnosis can be difficult for that alone. Oh, wow. But yeah, that kind of makes sense because what were the typical like things women have, like hysteria and how's it called? Bipolar and stuff. Dang, no one took them. Yeah, we were not many people at the beginning of the stream, so when Bach redeemed his first, there wasn't anybody else there, really. So yeah. But yeah, the autism thing is very... It's just so sad to hear, right? Yeah, autism and ADHD is often misdiagnosed as bipolar, yeah. I mean, the test I've taken, it's not that old, but for example, one question on there was like, are you often like going through the world and just randomly like, I don't know, memorize plates from cars? And if so, are you good at memorizing them or does it take you a while? And I was like, what a weird question. I mean, if I'm like, I don't know, if we're driving and are like on a highway and there is a funny like plate number, yeah, of course, then I'm going to like, hey, that one says for some reason meme 42 or whatever. Then yeah, okay, but it's not like I'm going there actively just memorizing a bunch of numbers. But I have then read some stuff about this specific question, and it's apparently because like, yeah, autistic people are very good with numbers and they'll just love memorizing numbers. And then there was like another article that said, yeah, but autistic people just love to memorize stuff in general, but everybody has like their own thing they love to memorize and they have an easy time to memorize. For example, lyrics of their favorite music. I can listen to a song one time and almost know the whole thing. So I guess I'm just more in the music department rather than numbers. Yeah, questions like that can be really dated, yeah. I got dinosaurs when I was young. Wait, you got... Wait, what do you mean with you got dinosaurs when you were young? Like as a hyperfixation or... This is one of those things where the root makes sense, but the conclusion the questioner came to is really weirdly based for a specific kind of autism. Dinosautism. Okay. Yeah, it's just very, I don't know, weird, some questions, and... I mean, that's also funny, right? Like, autistic people want very specific, like, kind of questions and formulated questions, and if they're, like, not very specific, they tend to be like, oh, what do you mean? Do you mean this or that? Or whatever, right? And it was one of those questions where I was like, what do they mean exactly? What if I don't get what they mean? I would just love to write a little paragraph there saying, not number plates, but I do like memorizing stuff. But one thing that actually is kind of calming for me is like how every article I read describes like shutdowns and meltdowns in autistic people. Because for the first time when I read about something like this, I felt like seen. I've also read through bipolar because when I was younger, some doctor suggested that I might have this, and I read it as well, and I was like, nah, that doesn't sound like me. I do have like my highs and lows. Yes, I do have like depression phases and phases where I feel motivated, but I don't have this like risk issue like bipolar people have, where they just, you know, have these highs that are very, very, very dangerous for themselves, I guess. And I've never had that. I'm very, very risk avertive. I do like don't mind trying new stuff and everything, but if I don't have to, then I won't do it. So that's something. And those meltdowns and shutdowns are actually like things that really that regularly happen to me, especially in the past and when I was younger. So that's more like interesting. Also, like, if you have a shutdown, that you have like moving paralysis, which is also something I have, but which I never could really describe to anyone. Because I would just sit there and be still for super long periods of time, and people would talk to me and I would just not talk to them. And everybody just figured I was ignoring them. But in my head I was like, I know I should talk to them. Fucking talk to them, please, just talk to them. I beg you, just open your mouth, they're talking to you, you know the answer, just say something. But I just couldn't. I just figured I was just too stubborn. Like, I have a great memory for history, culture, and politics, and for things like writing and TTRPGs. And it's not so much that I like it, which I do, but my brain does it automatically. Meanwhile, my memory for other things like names, birthdays is utterly horrendous, and I need to really concentrate to remember those things. Yeah, executive dysfunction. Is this what it's called more? Or executive... Oh gosh, that's a complicated word, I'm sorry. Executive dysfunction. Yeah, but listening to you, Scott, that really all makes sense. So yeah. But also then you have the meltdowns on the other hand, where it just get overstimulated, right? And that's another thing that's just fascinating for me about the idea of having autism. I always have this like issue, or not always. I have certain like fabrics that I just can't touch. I cannot touch them. If I touch them, I'm going to vomit because they just feel so icky and I don't know. And I'm often like very highly sensitive to some, I don't know. In some situations, just I cannot touch anything like remotely fabric-like that is like, I don't know, irritating the skin. And that's also stuff that's typical for like autistic people to just have like this high hypersensitivity from certain stuffs, like smelling, hearing. Executive dysfunction is when you want to do a thing but your brain won't let you. Yeah, but it's not, thankfully, not like, I don't know, it's not as prominent, but it's often like, I don't know. I could tell you an example which I freaked out. One of my ex-boyfriends wanted to take me to a very nice place where you had like 5-star dinner or whatever, just for our, I think it was our anniversary, I'm not sure, but I was so self-conscious because I've never like been there, and I was asking him like stuff, hey, I don't know, how do you need to behave? Do you know how it looks there? Do you know where to go and whatever and stuff? And I was just freaking out because of it, and then I got to the point where I just didn't want to go, even though I wanted to go, but I just couldn't, if that makes sense. And that's just, I don't know, if I enter this state, I'm just in a state of mind which I don't really like about myself. Because more often than not, it just ruins an experience for me, because I really want to do a certain kind of thing, and then suddenly my whole body is just like, I don't want to do it, I don't want to go. But then after I calm down, I'm just so mad at myself that I didn't do it. So yeah. Yeah, I'm very sensitive to light and texture, but have next to no sensation for pain or temperature. I can hold my hand over an open flame until it burns and feel no pain from it. But if a little bit of water gets on my socks, nope, 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 nope. Oh gosh, I feel that. I mean, hypersensitive to light, yes, I am. But I also have this funny thing where if like sunlight really hits my nose directly or my eyes, I tend to sneeze a few times. Which is just, it's tickling so much that I have to sneeze. And yeah, light is a huge issue. I would say I have like a decent feeling of pain. I'm very durable. Let's just say it like that. I'm not a person who is like, oh no, I stubbed my toe and now I'm dying. Well, let's just say for a comedic effect, I play like the dying swan, like, my toe, and fall down on the couch. Like, I don't know. That's just me being goofy and silly because I just like being goofy and silly on a daily basis. But I don't know. If I cut my finger or just burn myself, I'm more like looking at the thing and go like, shit, here we go again. Oh yeah, that's the thing. I've had some nasty injuries over the years which I haven't noticed until they were pointed out to me. Oh really? That sounds super dangerous. I mean, I've heard of people that have like this to the extreme where they really have to consult doctors and stuff and check them regularly because they could die without even realizing it because they have like, let's just say a gunshot wound or something like that, and they just don't notice it until they see the blood or somebody else pointing it out and stuff, which is so scary. I rather have pain all my life than not having pain at all. I'm back. My knee's scrapped and now pus is forming next to it. It hurts. Wait, what? What did you do with your knee? Oh no. Talking about injuries. Yep, that's my experience of pain. Basically nothing but discomfort. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah, but a wet sock is just like, ugh. I mean, sometimes if you like have, I don't know, you know those days where you have like work a lot and you're like all in your shoes all day, and sometimes if you just slip out of your shoe, you notice that your sock is like massively like dripping wet from like whatever, sweat, rain, I don't care. But if my sock get like wet just because, I don't know, I was in the bathroom and water is spilled to the floor and then I step into the small little puddle or whatever, and then suddenly my sock gets soaking wet in like 5 seconds and not like gradually, that's when I just, I don't know. I just go like, ew! Bam! Dash and whatever, and the sock is gone. It's a joke element. Okay. Gotcha. I already figured it's like a super funny coincidence that you're talking about like having a scrap on your knee while we're talking about pain. I mean, one of the funniest things that ever happened to me was when I was still very, very young, like 6 or 7 maybe. I wanted to make myself some bread with some butter because I was hungry and my parents were both working and I was just at home with my grandma. And little silly dumb me went like, oh okay, I just need bread and a knife because I know how to use a knife. Because my mother taught me to. And just so you know, we have like this typical like German Austrian bread, so it's very fresh from like a bakery with a thick crunchy crust and very soft inside. And the thing is, I was like taking a very, very small knife. I'm just going to illustrate this here real quick, right? This was like the loaf of bread, right? It was like huge and there was no like cutting thing already. So I took a small knife. Small knife didn't work. Then I took a slightly bigger knife. This one also didn't work because the crust was just too thick and hard because it was very fresh. Then I took the biggest knife. Beautiful knife right there. And this one worked. The thing is, you know that people teach you like, if you cut something, then make sure your fingers, let's just make a very ugly finger here, are like this. So if you like cut, that the knife is basically following like the digit of your finger. Yeah. Kiddo me didn't think about that one, so I had like my finger here and the knife worked. And it cut down. It's not like I didn't cut off my finger, don't worry, or anything like that happened. It's just I just nicked my finger really, really badly. But I was lucky enough that I didn't get... How are these things called? Sinews? The strings inside a finger are muscles that help you bend? Like... Tendon, thank you. Wait, I'm going to read through your chat messages in a moment when I'm done telling the story. And I was bleeding like hell, of course, because I just cut my finger very badly, but it didn't hurt because it was a very sharp knife and stuff, and I just saw the blood, and I mean, it just looked like I had a nosebleed, right? And I was just going downstairs to my grandma and telling her, I hurt myself, look! And my whole arm was like dripping with blood. And of course my grandma completely freaked out and started to yell and cry and whatever. And I was so scared because she was yelling and crying and I didn't know what was going on. And then I started to cry and then it suddenly started to hurt. Like, okay, she's telling me it's supposed to hurt, then I'm acting like it's hurt. So, let me see, that's what I was trying to do, lol. Remember last stream I mentioned Sayu? Yes, you did, I remember. One example of the Sean doesn't feel pain was a thing that happened when I fell in the school playground and badly injured my elbow. I didn't notice and kept playing. It took a teacher being extremely worried that I was dripping blood everywhere from the wound. Oh no. The cleaving knife, the one used for bones? No. Not like a huge one. We have like small knives that are just, I don't know, if you cut like little tomatoes and stuff, then a slightly bigger one for like whatever, like spring onions and stuff, and then a little bit a thicker one. It's not like a meat cleaver, but it's more for like if you have like chicken breasts or meat you want to cut and you need something bigger, basically. So yeah, no, it wasn't a meat cleaver. We also have a bread knife, which looks basically like this. You have like the handle, right? And then it's like this, whatever, and then it's like jagged like this, so you can go through the hard crust. But my little baby brain back then just didn't think about using this knife because I was 6 years old, right? This but a flash. Oh wait, ten, yeah. Yeah, it's called Zähnen in German, so I was like, is the word similar? I don't know, I somehow know sinuses, but sinus is something else, right? So yeah. And hello, Adoris Art! Welcome to the stream! Welcome, welcome! How are you today and where are you watching from? It takes a while till the neurons to trigger, LMAO. Yeah. It's like, maybe I was just in shock, I don't know. Oh, I didn't feel pain from it at all, not even when it was pointed out. Just some discomfort, like elbow was itchy. What? That's crazy. Cookie's thinking of sinew. But what is it? Isn't it also something like within the body? But wait. But that also looks like a tendon. Or is this more the thicker thing that runs like along muscles? Because I think in German it's both the same basically, so maybe that's why I confused it a little bit. Tendon and sinew are basically the same thing and are used interchangeably. Okay, so I just butchered it a little bit. Sinus is a sinew, so it was close enough. I'm from Belgium, and I don't know how I got here. I followed you at some point, and I don't know when or where I've got your stream from. I just sucked you into the void and now you're here. I'm so sorry about that. I mean, I could just read you some of the streamers I follow because most people that rated in or I've rated, like, I follow back unless they're just not up my alley, but that's very rarely the case. Hold on a second, I think I have rated you at one point because I'm following you. Let me just stalk your stream real quick. Just for the funsies. Oh yeah, I think I rated you last week. If I'm not completely an idiot. It might, yes, I don't know anymore. No, I think I stumbled upon you completely randomly when I tried to, like, just search for someone to raid out to. Because I remember your PNG/VTuber cat. I'm just stalking your page right now, so don't mind me. But I totally get that feeling. Sometimes I also don't have the faintest idea where I follow people from and why I have them in my follow list. Because I'm always like, I love to just follow people back if they follow me and stuff. But then there are some days where I just go through my list of people I follow and just weed out people I have no idea who they are or if they like super inactive, or sometimes I just go into their streams and, you know, chat with them, and then I just notice, I don't know, this person like is giving me bad vibes, so I unfollow or something like that. Because you know how it is, sometimes you just, I don't know, get a raid from someone you don't know and they're like very nice while they talk to you, and then if you're like going to their stream, they're like super racist or stuff like that, and then I'm like, nope, not worth the follow, goodbye. No worries. But I'm glad you stopped by. I hope you're having a good day so far. Do you have an Unveil account? I think your characters are nice to put on there. I've checked your Unveil? Unveil? I don't think I know that's the platform. Ooh. There's a see you do. Yeah, I just opened it up like on a side screen. But I've never heard about this site before, honestly. Never NFT and anti-AI art. That sounds great, honestly. Yeah, I'm going to pin it for myself. I might check it out later. I'm on there as well. Yeah, I will look at it a little bit more closely. Because since I never heard about it, I'm just going to do some little research. And if I have like an account on there, I'm going to hit you up. Okay, great, yeah. Thank you for pointing the site out to me. Ah, Celeste, what do I do? What's going on? What's the problem? How can I help? Do I need to beat somebody up? I don't know what to play. Oh no. Are you already done with like all the dailies of all your games, or... Bruh. I know that feeling. I know that feeling so well. I've been to TwitchCon Europe this week and went to an amusement park on Monday, so I'm so tired. Oh, you went to TwitchCon Europe? Oh, that's amazing. I sadly couldn't go. I would have loved to. What amusement park did you go on? And I also have no idea where it was this year, the TwitchCon. I already did my senseless dailies. What about your tower defense game? The Roblox one. Sorry, TwitchCon was this weekend in Rotterdam? Oh, past weekend. Oh. I could play Pokemon Reloaded, but I can't watch you. Oh no! then of course I vote against Pokemon Reloaded. Because I'm a narcissist and I want you to watch me. In Rotterdam. Okay, okay. Whoa! Lul, lul. I told you it's updating. I'm just gonna delete those. Like, you have the power. You have the power to delete it. The devs are taking too long to release the update. Oh, okay. I went to Efteling somewhere else in the Netherlands. Oh, okay, okay. I've never been in the Netherlands. Ever. Maha! All the power to Cookie. Netherlands is nice. I got there about once a year to visit. You go there about once a year to visit friends. Oh, that's so cool! Scott, I need your writer's expertise for 1 second. How do you call this part? That protects the arm, basically. Because I just tried to put it into Google, but it's not the right thing. Bracers! Oh, bracers could be more like... whatever. Is the Netherlands hot? No, absolutely not. It's close to like the Scandinavian parts of Europe, like more up north. So get it, Minecraft Nether. Wow, Netherlands. I sick myself out. Go naughty corner, Oceanman, naughty corner. And I'd be nice enough to answer your question. My Scottish standards absolutely is. Okay, compared to Scotland, definitely. I got heat stroke last time I was there. Then you never should come down here to Austria because it's even warmer here. Handguard, that depends, it's for archery or armor. I would say it's... That's actually a good question. Either or would be fine. It's just to name my layer, basically. It's just part of his design. It's not like... It's more fashion than actually, like, usable for fighting. Because he is also not like in a fighting gear, right? It's more like his private gear, so... What's the hottest you've ever experienced? Me personally, Egypt with like 40 degrees Celsius. Armor. Isn't it called a brace? Arm or. But I need like a soundboard or stuff like this. I'm just going to call it bracers. Bracers for now. It's just so that I can find it easily if I need to. Why are you not color picking? There we go. I just have to complain. Typical behavior. Archer is a bracer, armor is a vambrace. if it includes glove, it's a gauntlet. Well, then it would be more like a mixture of like a bracer and a gauntlet, because he has like... This part here is like a glove, right? That is connected to the upper part. But the upper part is still bigger, so yeah. I'm probably just going with bracers, because a gauntlet is just for me like very heavy armor. If you like have very piece bits and stuff where you have like, you know, a way thicker layer. But vambrace is also like a nice word. Never heard about it before. But those are the things that I find very interesting, because sometimes if you're like researching stuff and looking for like references, the more specific you can get with what you're searching for, the better it is. Because you can call this whole thing like a glove or just like arm protector or whatever, and you're just going to get tons of different like references, right? And if I just type in vambrace for if I'm searching for something like this, then there are only going to be vambraces and not like paintball arm protectors or biking arm protectors or whatever. Artery braces are also generally leather, while vambrace is generally metal. Yeah, then I'm just going with bracers, because this is like not a metal but more a fabric. Debatable if it's leather or something like that, but yeah. I'm not digging the lighter color, so I might change that into the darker. No. Nope. Nope, nope. Probably going to use a different color for that one. Question is just, what do I want it to look like? Glove braces are absolutely a thing. The purpose is that you wear it on the arm holding the bow so that the string doesn't clip the skin on release. Yeah. I know a couple of people who like really also go like on archery parkours. I don't know if there's like if it's the correct term or not, basically, but yeah. I'm just going to keep the bracer in this lighter color, even though I don't like it, but I'm going to tweak it later, because right now I'm just, I don't know. I figured the color would be fine, but it's not quite what I want it to be. Also means they generally buckle on the outside of the forearm and the inside is smooth. Okay. But in general, if we'll just look at armor, it's so interesting just how much different parts a singular armor has in general. Which is a lot. So now the question is, I maybe want to try to give him like some red accent color. Which could be fun. But also scary. I think purple it is for now. Maybe I just use red in some other bits and pieces, but for like bigger parts, I think that looks better. What does it do this? Oh, that could work maybe. Also, I do have to say that ever since I started taking art more seriously, I got way more into fashion in general. Because if you have a design that is like very boring when it just comes to, I don't know, clothes. Because everybody can wear a t-shirt, right? I can put this guy in a t-shirt for all I care, but it's not going to look as good. And especially high fashion is super, super interesting if you're like wanting to do some more interesting design. One thing that really bothers me, I once saw like a really, really cool designer. I think it was randomly on Instagram or either Instagram or YouTube Shorts, I'm not quite sure. But I wasn't able to find her again. I don't know where I saw her. I thought I liked the video, but I just couldn't find it. I'm going to explain in a moment. I just have to drink something again. Because it's super, super hot. No, my water is empty. No. I still have a little bit, but I think my break is also coming up soon, so I'm just gonna wait until then. What's your favorite fashion genre theme? I don't know, one or the other. Ooh, that's a super... Oh, sorry, a super hard one. That is very tough. I would say at the moment... I'm very into tech wear. Which is also why I got inspired to do some solar punk-ish kind of theme. But I don't know, I also like very fantasy, high fashion stuff. Rockabilly stuff. I also like very vintage boho chic kind of thing, so... But I would say if I have to really pick one currently, it's probably techwear. Because I'm a bit of a nerd, hand armor is called a gauntlet, forearm is called vambrace, elbow armor is called counters, bicep is called spalders, shoulder is called pauldron. I only know two of these, being the pauldron and the gauntlet. I mean, I knew gauntlet and pauldron, which is probably one of the most like used things. So yeah. But that's super, super interesting. It does vary from region and time period, but that's a general rule of thumb. I really need to look into like also the German stuff from this time period, because like you said, it's totally different from region to region and from country to country. Country to country. I'm pretty sure there's also like differences in it. I mean, just look at swords, right? There are so many different swords, just depending from where they're from. I like early 2000 fashion, one where people wear baggy clothes and jackets were a thing. I was just curious about the jackets you were, like, talking about, and I have to look it up, because I just don't see a lot of jackets. Depending on where they're from and what they're used for too. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I once just read a bunch of stuff about like katanas and everything, and that was already like a lot. That's a little bit too bright for my guy. Let's turn it down a bit. Yeah, I think that's kind of okay-ish. Definitely better than the light one we had before. I could probably go piece by piece and list most, if not all, of the pieces required for armor form. Oh gosh, armor from your base layer to your full plate. I might have to double check a few of the names here and there, but I'm confident I could get about 80% of it right. Oh, that's insane. That's some skill that right there. Dude. I mean, I should technically also like start reading more about that stuff because I'm using it daily almost, right? But it's just I always try to search stuff in English because in English you just find way more things than if you're like just Googling in your own mother tongue, because English is just such a broad thing, and if I just type in the English word for bracers or just sword, I would get all the swords worldwide and not just one specific sword. So yeah. Just like many different katanas. Yeah, katana also just means sword, but it's usually referring to a specific sidearm used from about the 20th to 18th centuries in Japan. Yeah, and then there's the uchi katana and whatever other little katanas. There are like, I don't know, Zamora has two katanas, most of the time a long one and a short one, and then there's also how they're like forged and stuff and how you're wearing them, I think. And it's just, it's so huge. Also, I think I'm going to give him gold for like metal accents. Let's see. Oop. Wakizashi, yeah. I had like a whole sheet where everything was like on there. And I was sitting here like, those are so many. Right, Wakizashi and Tanto are like the bigger one and the smaller one, right? Also my hand hurts, which is not good. Just gonna stretch it a little bit for a moment. Interesting, the folding of katanas being folded so much actually comes from the quality of the steel being so low. So it needed worked a lot more. Oh, that's an interesting fact. Modern blast furnaces can make higher quality steel, which reduces the need to fold quite so much, but some places still do the insane amount of folding because it's just tradition. Yeah, and honestly, it's just the texture you get from doing so many folds is also so pretty. Oh, you mean modern Damascus? Yeah, exactly. Damascus steel is just like amazing. As you can see, you have activated one of my hyperfocuses. Oops, I am so sorry, Scott. But I do love if I like accidentally activate somebody else's hyperfocus, because I'm just sitting here listening and taking in all the information, because it's just, for me, it's just so fascinating as well. I just like listening to stuff like that a lot. Real, I'm overwhelmed, LMAO. Welcome to Tia's educational stream with my co-host, Scott with a Scotch. Fun with armors, not fun. Legit. Oops. We're dropping the important knowledge here. Brain frying people just for fun. You thought this was going to be a fun and relaxing stream. No, you are wrong. You are going to be educated. Why? I figured. Whoa. I figured I closed this one up, so. Not quite. Alright. Sorry. It's your friendly local history nerd, at it again with trapping historical fun facts. And we gotta love historical fun facts. Earlier it was some video game lessons, now it's history lessons. Exactly. Get educated, nerd. Oh boy. But we do have a lot of like knowledge dropping, like sometimes we have like language lessons, history lessons, science lessons, nature facts, whatever. Of course, art lessons. That's honestly awesome because that's what I want to do with the stream anyways, so for me it's just perfect. Fun fact, dropping fun facts is actually strongly correlated with autism and ADHD. Awesome! Even more proof! Let's go! Also, I kinda am curious what happens if I just give those antlers some gold decorations too? It could be kind of cool. This is when we get meta enough to be dropping fun facts about fun facts. Fun factception, here we go again. I do like that idea of like decorating those antlers with gold. Makes him look even more richer and bready. Also, that's also one thing I really love, that I try not to stick too much to lines anymore, because then I can just go in when I'm in the coloring phase and be like, huh, what if I do this? And what if I do that? And then I just do it and it's like, oh, it looks awesome. Amazing. To the next. Gonna try to get to bed by midnight today. You're still here, Bach! So good to have your comfy stream to relax with. Aw, thank you. I figured you wanted to go to bed an hour ago, because we're already at your usual bedtime. I was going to, but too many cool streams on. Oh, I'm so sorry for keeping you awake. Cool Bacon Kid, hello there! Hello, hello! Oh, I just noticed I accidentally filled this gap here with hair, which wasn't my intention at all. That's better. As I think I'm gonna put some more gold details also in his hair, maybe. Something is wrong with like my little Wacom pen. Because it's sometimes my Wacom remote key allows me to like switch between like my screens. And sometimes it does it just randomly without me actually pressing a button, and that's what's kind of confusing me a little bit. Because then sometimes while I'm drawing, it's just randomly switching to like my main screen or something like that, and I'm like, where did my cursor go? Wait, what? Ever since I had to restart it on the weekend, so I might need to see how I can fix this. So it doesn't cause any long-term problems, I guess. Oh yeah, I might forgot to talk to you about why I mentioned you the other day. Oh yeah, yeah you did. So please, please, enlighten me, enlighten me. Before Sayu became, well, Sayu, he was one of my favorite Dragon Ball React YouTubers. Oh, I had no idea Sayu did that. Oh, cool. I don't know if I mentioned his real name is cool or not, LL. I don't know, is it? I mean, you can, but I don't know. Does Sayu have any, like, rules for mentioning his real name? I mean, you basically can look him up since he's a voice actor, right? So I think it's like the same with, like, Amelie, right? Or, like, how's she called right now? Completely forget how she's called. Or how her VTuber is called. Sayu is still a pretty big Dragon Ball fan. Yeah, I mean, why would he not be, right? If he used to react on stuff. Monarch! Thank you, thank you! I knew it was like something like queenly, like stuff. I even wanted to call it Celestia, and I'm like, no, that's me! Alejandro Saab is a cool guy? Oh gosh, I probably butchered that name so hard. Is it Sayu's real name or Amelie Monarch Lee and Lai? Is it another one of her YouTube names or personas? I know them mostly through their music. Yeah, me too, me too. Those are her various handles. Ah, okay. I'm just gonna try something real quick. Sayu also has some covers. Really? I do follow them, but their Twitch chat is way too fast and I get overwhelmed. Oh. Yeah, still have to follow them because, like I said, I'm super bad with, like, keeping up with Twitch stuff. Also, I'm having way too much fun with that jewelry. Just saying. I don't think I like those here. You have to be one with the chat. He has an entire cover channel. Nobody knows about it. Makes me sad. Oh, I only know about Sire through Amur's Clips YouTube. Yeah, that's also why. I just... Since I am not usually a regular on Twitch, though, I really want to change it because lately all my favorite YouTubers either stopped doing YouTube completely and I would need to look for new YouTubers anyways. And currently I don't know, I just want to watch more Twitch. So that was also the reason why I started playing Dragon Ball Legends. Cool. I mean, honestly, most VTubers I know is like from clips. They upload it somewhere, either Insta or YouTube, so... He voiced the main character of that game, not Goku. Okay, I don't know who's the main character in Dragon Ball Legends then if it's not Goku. I've been on Twitch a lot more lately, mostly looking around the art categories for characters and scene artists. Awesome. It's also well, it's really only in the last several months I've been active in watching stuff. Before I'd mostly show up for friends' streams. Yeah, it's just for me it's like almost a transition from YouTube over to Twitch right now. I had a time where I watched Twitch more actively. Like my favorite YouTuber, I think I watched Small End. For those guys who know him, he's like a Super Mario player, a very, very good one, Super Mario Odyssey. And I just had a lot of fun with like his streams and his friends' streams and stuff. And a bunch of other like German streamers and some friends of mine as well. I only have one friend who ever streamed. And they currently don't, which is kind of sad, but it's also at a time where I'm not awake. It's most of the time they stream like 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. where I'm asleep. When I used to go to the Canadian uni, I was like awake at those times, but I couldn't watch them anymore later. So yeah, and right now it's just fun to just check in with all the people I've met through like raids and raiding out personally, and to just say hi every now and then. But I still need to make it really a habit, just to know that lurking is also fine and just popping in there every now and then and support them as well. If I remember correctly, the reason why I started a Twitch account is because I wanted to watch 8-bit drums. Oh, okay. Interesting. I'm just thinking about it because that name sounds familiar. I'm just thinking from where. That was the wrong layer by accident. That's not good. Just gonna change that real quick. There's gold. Down. Reach down. Thank you. There you go. But then I found out that he has a completely different time zone from him. Oh, he does drum covers of songs. Okay, so maybe I stumble across them somewhere on shorts or stuff like that because I like watching people play instruments as well. But before I continue doing this guy, we are going to take a quick break because I'm really thirsty and really need to grab a drink for myself. So I'm going to do just that, and you guys can also like stretch your legs or grab a drink, go to the toilet or whatever without missing on anything. So let's put up our beautiful be right back screen. There we go, put it over here. I'm just going to make it a bit smaller because it's bothering me a little. Go. Oh!
Ask it with scotch just collected. Stay hydrated.
I want to stay hydrated, but I don't have anything to hydrate with. Oh no! Okay, I'll be right back, guys. See you in 5 minutes.
Ask it with scotch just collected. Stretch with me. Ask it with scotch just collected. Posture check.
I am back. Alright. Oh gosh. Photoshop is still on break, apparently. Asgard, enjoy your lurk. Thank you so much, Ocean Man. Thank you. Would you like dinner, a bath, or... Yeah? LMAO? Did I miss out on something right there? Is it like an insider? I don't know. I'm not allowed to finish. There's a mod here. You don't know the saying? No? I don't. Should I? She doesn't know, thank the heavens. Google exists. Ah! Oceanman! I see. I see. Whenever I don't know something, I'm definitely always going to Google it, because that's just who I am. I don't like being kept in the dark. Thank God Sophie didn't do that to me yesterday. To be honest, I figured number 3 would be something worse than just me. I don't know why. It's just I have a very dirty mind, I guess, and I go south very quickly. No! Oceanman vanished again! No! You see nothing. Hehe. Give it just a second, I just got a message on my phone. That is kind of important. Why what? Why what? What why? Why did Ocean get timed out? Oh, weren't you here yesterday? He used the exclamation mark vanish command. He basically timed himself out. It's a vanish command, yeah. Jesus. Trying to write German while talking in English is super hard. Oh, LMOA. Basically, the bot times me out for 1 second just to remove all my messages. Yeah, that's just... You did that yesterday, and I was like, oh no, what happened? Did I break something? Did somebody else time him out even though they didn't need to? What happened? Panics. Alright. There's a stream I watched before where Jet would abuse the vanish command, so she decided to edit it to turn into a message that says, haha, you didn't vanish. Okay, that is super hilarious. They still haven't updated the damn game. What's taking them so long? Oh, I don't know. They just want to annoy you, probably. The new update is going to be, yeah? What's it gonna be? Tell me, tell me. Summer season exclusive characters, Guilty Gear characters, and that's about it. Good question then, what's going to take them so long? Oh gosh, sneezing. Who know? I'm not going to make his parasite arm green. That's just, it doesn't fit the color scheme at all. I'm gonna definitely make it more purple-ish. Oh yeah, I have another raid suggest today. Is that so? Who is it this time? Problem is, will you catch up? What do you mean with, or will I catch up? Catch up with what? Winged Messengers. She's arting right now. Winged Messenger. I think they got suggested to me one time already. I'm not sure if it was you or somebody else, because I remember that name because of the Hermes reference. The shark emote and pink heart emotes I have are from her. Oh, I see, I see. Oh, I never suggested her. Yeah, I think somebody else did once. At least I know the name. What's this person who suggested her first? I want to have a civilized conversation. I sadly don't know. It's just that the name sounds familiar. I support I found a game called Villager Live, where I'm just a villager. And what do you do as a villager? Just going around like the Minecraft villagers. Huh. 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 Just living everybody's dream, being a villager in Minecraft. Why are you doing this, my dear remote? It switched screen again for whatever reason. The king is mining with us peasants. This is surreal. Me trying to draw. Why isn't it working? It's on eraser. Oh, that's why it's not working. I see. So far I'm not digging the light jacket, I'm just going to see how it's evolving. But I probably am going to either darken it or change the color a little bit. Uh, we'll see. No, why am I on the gold layer? I didn't mean to. Help. A villager buying a sword is like an American buying a gun, in which I will do. That is a comparison that's very, very accurate, actually. We all died to a plague. Oh no. This game is peak medieval experience. Yeah, absolutely. You buy a sword, you die to the plague. Good job. You had a fulfilled life. And it was mining. Wow. That indeed sounds very medievalish. That's a little better. Not perfect, but I'm just going to keep trying. When did I switch on the code again? Back. We want it on the right layer. Back. There we go. Hate it when it happens, but what can you do? You can just try to roll with it. And make fun of yourself for being a silly goose. For drawing on the wrong layer again. Also, I do hope that today a package for me is going to arrive, because I don't have like a jacket that is okay for like spring and summer, like something light and not too thick. Because the last one I had was just, it broke down because it was so old, so I had to get a new one. It was really a hassle the last couple of weeks where it was raining quite a bit. I do have like a very, very ugly raincoat which I can use if I'm like working. Because I bought that one for when I had a dog. Because you know, if you have a dog and you're living in a flat, you do have to go and take a walk with them, no matter how bad the weather is going to be. And so I bought some I don't know, a very ugly like looking raincoat, which is very waterproof. But you can't really use it if you're like, oh, hey, we're going to go to lunch because you look like just, I don't know, a trash bag. And I also do have a very, very nice looking coat, which is also silly if you're like just going out to meet some friends because it's too over the top. So I'm like looking for something that's just, which I can just wear for anything basically that looks rather casual. But I think we're getting there with like the design. The violet or purple edges really help with the code. Might need to do some adjustments still, but it's definitely already looking better than before. Oh, let's listen to the songs the other day. No, I did not yet. I basically yesterday after the stream, I just left my computer and never came back. But I will do once I have like a day where I can do some gaming, because then I always love to just listen to music in the background. And that's also when I just plowed through all the other song titles you posted last time. Oh well. Yeah, for me it's just super relaxing if I just play a game and listen to some music. Depending on the game, of course. Stuff like Cyberpunk or something very story heavy isn't really good to enjoy with music on, because you would be always interrupted with like dialogue and stuff. And to be fair, Cyberpunk does have some banging music. I'm gonna send more then. The more you send me, the longer it's going to take me to go through them, right? I'm going to try my best to listen to most of them. I'll send a Filipino song, Absolute Bangers. Yeah, sure. Why does my surface pressure just feels weird at the moment? I think I really need to restart my computer later. Yeah, I think a darker coat is way better for the hair. Better in one go than never. Exactly, yeah. I don't hope that I overlook some stuff, which is why I tagged them with hearts, so I know which ones I've already listened to and which I didn't listen to.
Thank you so much for playing my game.
I'm not sure which one is better. If I should go with the slightly lighter one or the darker one. Okay, that also helps a little bit. His hair was way too radiant. Tech support to become a rich tycoon. Roblox games are getting too real. Oh gosh. Also, I'm going to quickly stand up and stretch for a moment because I really need that. Ah, perfect. Stretchy. I would redeem stretch, but I'm on the grind. It's fine, it's fine.
Cookie_mine you just collected. Stay hydrated.
Thank you for the stay hydrated reminder. Thank you.
Cookie_mine you just collected. Stretch with me.
You guys are the best. Also, this is not supposed to be on this layer. So let's get it on the right one. Where is my letter layer? There. Push down. There we go. The code is still bothering me though. Photoshop, don't die, please. Pretty please. Oh, I like my other Halo better. And I think he's a good opposite to our hero character. Let's see, I just want to see if I want to make the mask on his face like golden. Is he? I think so, yeah. He's an elf. Not an elf exactly. He's in this universe. He's a mutated human. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just figured like for drinking the stuff, his skin like changed and everything. And also, I wanted like she does have purple in it because of like the parasite, of course, but she's not like super addicted to the parasite, right? So that's why I wanted him to have like a violet color scheme or purple, because he has more of the parasite liquid inside him. So that's kind of the reasoning. Daniel! Ayo! Welcome to the stream! How's it going? Did you finish the little What was it? Cat OC from your friend, I think, who won an art raffle, or what did he win? I'm sorry if I forgot the term. Mutant, he's an X-Men! Oh no, you knew! How did you know? Oh yeah, did you nailed it? Okay, perfect, perfect. I wasn't quite sure. Awesome. So you've been productive. I'm so happy to hear that. Also, I hope you don't hear any background noise from my side because I had to open the window because I was dying out of heat. So I hope that's kind of okay-ish. But today my neighbors are kind of quiet. But who knows, it might change. Yuck. I really don't like this color on the inside. I could go with like... Oh. Would be an interesting contrast, to be honest. And it wouldn't make the top so white heavy, I guess. And it would also solve my problem where I want the coat to be a little lighter as well, because like white is in Solarpunk important, so... And if I had put a pattern on there, it wouldn't be as like bright, so... Maybe... I do like the idea of the inside being a bit lighter. Sure. Just need to find the right balance. And color. Oh, my leg fell asleep. No! Please don't. Always those value tweaks, they are driving me insane. Yeah. It's just my brain still needs to get used to working with values. Those are a little bit too close together. So let's just connect them. Also, I'm kind of sad that I'm not getting to start shading today because it was one of my goals actually. But I still do think that I'm a lot faster than last time. So it's still progress. For sure. Awesome. I mean, this is like day 2 of, or stream 2 of doing this character, right? Which is way faster than my last character. I fear ambient occlusion is going to take, again, a long time to do. But again, I'm just aiming for being faster than my last one. Baby steps. Maybe it's because you didn't have to draw another thing. You mean like a commission or a homework in between, or what do you mean? Or did you mean the parasite? Like you had the main character and Snake. Oh yeah. Yeah, sure, that's also going to be a reason, right? I mean, the thing is, I'm behind homework, right? So technically, my homework for last week would have been, or for this week, would have been to start thumbnailing a creature, which I basically have this parasite here, right? So that is technically already a creature. So in this assignment, I did a creature, a character, and weapons, of course. But I also think, aside from just drawing like the creature and the scythe and stuff, I still think I am faster with the workflow overall. At least I hope so. It would be very depressing if it wouldn't be the case. Yeah, rainbow potion. Whatever. What are you doing again, my dear remote? Just for fun. Searching for Roblox games. Why are you doing that? Oh, you know what would have been interesting if he had like an injection gun on the other hand. Instead of the vial. Hmm. That would have also been an interesting idea, yeah. Because I'm waiting for the update to finish. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just thinking about the injection gun. Because, I don't know, an injection gun just gives me more the vibe that he would be like a maniac running around and infecting people with the injection gun. But he's more like, he doesn't want his hands to get dirty. I do love the idea. That's why I'm currently thinking about if I should even change it, because I really like it, but I'm not 100% sold. Because it's like cyberpunk themed world, right? So it would fit. It's not cyberpunk, it's solarpunk. Which is more like cleaner than cyberpunk. Where do I have it? It would be more like this, right? Still very high-tech and stuff. I mean, my hero is kind of an anti-hero, so they don't really have like this pretty-looking thing, so... This, for example, is also a character which I think looks very, very cool and fits in the world. Oh. So if you're not like an anti-hero, you would look more like this grandma, right? More in line with nature and stuff. Punk rock. Jeez, I cannot draw. It's getting too late. Or not too late per se, but I did draw a lot today. I will give the injection gun definitely a thought. Because maybe just his cane is just an injection gun. He can just pull out the top of it and just go bzz, or whatever. Like a huge syringe. Yeah, because I thought it would fit the aesthetic. Cane syringe is a wild idea, right? And just go like this, right? It's just inside there is like this huge syringe. And he just needs to push this down because there it goes like, you know. This would be kind of fun, to be honest. Just, some people have daggers or pistols in their cane and he just has a syringe. I mean, I did plan to have, like, this glowing liquid in his cane from the very beginning, right? So, it's not even that far off. Because my idea in general was like that he has like a very fine needle hidden in here, which he could like pull out if he wanted to infect somebody. It's like the tip is already like, you know? So he could just go and prick someone if he's like feeling the vibe. I just had this idea that maybe there's something wrapping around here. But thank you so much for the input, Cookie. I was playing Victoria yesterday, so I couldn't give you live suggestions. Ah! I was just like, why didn't he say that yesterday when I was sketching? No. How dare he has a live beside the stream? How dare he? How dare you have friends you can enjoy your free time with? Suffer like all we others. Hmm. I'm really not 100% sold about the wrapping around idea. I think it's kind of cool, but it also, I don't know. Almost time to go. Oh, where the time went, I know, right? Today was another insanely quick day. I think I need to come back to this here in a minute or so. No, it looks better with the gold. Definitely. Ooh, Undertale. But I do like the progress we made today. Looking great, thank you, thank you. And I do think the two of them like go into the same universe. Just gonna do some more patterns as well to really pull them together. You guys. Tracking party, let's go. Oh hell yeah. It's definitely slowly taking shape. Slowly but surely. Alright. This means I am going to take a little look on who we're going to read out to today. Let's see if Winged Messenger is still online or not. They are. Awesome. Then we're going to say hello to them. Let's see, here is our raid message as always. And thank you so much for the suggestion, Ocean Man. Thank you, thank you. Okay guys, thank you so much for joining me on today's stream. I think we really pushed this one further. Stinky, why Stinky? Oh my gosh, I just saw it. It's so mean. Into the naughty corner. Oh boy. Yeah, listen to my bot. Listen to my bot. So subscribe, share some love, give a prize. That timing though. All right. Okay. So yeah. Oh gosh. Guys, thank you so much for joining me on this wonderful stream today. I was having a blast. It was a lot of fun. And thank you so much for all the input and fun, and for thank you, Scott, if you're listening, for educating me on armor and stuff. Always a pleasure. And if you guys like my stream, please consider leaving a follow for me, and you wouldn't miss out on me going live anymore. And if you want to support my channel and me as an artist, a sub would be very much appreciated. It would really help me out a lot. And if you want to commission me, feel free to DM me. I don't have a commission sheet yet, but I'm always open for commissions, so yeah. Then let's send you over to Winged Messenger, and we'll see each other tomorrow, same time as always. Bye guys, and have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, night, whatever it is in your time zone. And it didn't work because I used the wrong slash command. It's slash for raid, exclamation mark for other commands. Awesome, let's go. I'm a pro- No, I didn't copy the last thing. Oh, today is a day. Yeah, what? Hold on a second. Something's not right here. Let me just quickly refresh my chat. There we go. Let's try it again with the usual name, please. Because I don't know why it didn't take the other one, because I don't have a space in there. She's still online, isn't she? Yeah, so that's also not the issue. Because I had that happening while I was reading out to someone that they stopped streaming, so... There we go! Now it works. Yeah, that was on. Hey! Look at me! 4th time the charm! Okay guys, see you tomorrow. Bye!